Hi, guys. All right, I'm jumping on. Do you see that? Take time to do what makes your soul happy. Yeah. I didn't plan for this either. I just came from crazy time. I taught yoga this morning. I had a massage appointment. I had 3 straight days of 7-hour conferences, like online. So being on the screen. So I just needed some me time. But I am going live. I am going to, watch what's going on. I just wanted to come on because the other thing I've been really busy this week with is talking with people and taking breakthrough calls. So you might not have seen me a lot on social media and stuff. A, it was the conference, and B, is talking to you. And I needed to say something that I'm seeing. The pattern I'm seeing is a lot of you out there. The best way I can say it is you're still shelving your stuff. You're still putting your expertise on a shelf, or you haven't taken it off. Whatever it is, you're still not using it, and you're struggling with trying to connect all these things and what you should be about and how you should say it. And I'm finding that the best stuff is still being put up there and not being dusted off. So I'll give you examples from my calls this week with people. I had a business in my 20s, and but it never, I started successful, but I don't do that now, so it's not important. Or other thing is like my degree, my MBA and all this, but that's not really, I did that to get the job, and now my job has transferred into so many other things. So, I don't know what I'm an expert in anymore. Or doctorates, like degrees and things you've paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars for, right? That are kind of like maybe gone by the wayside, or maybe they're talents that you you do it on the side, but you're not seeing the connection, and it just feels like a big jumble of stuff, and that you're not sure. And I'm telling you, if you could only see the connection of how adding that into your message and into your expertise is going to help people, you will be you will be so much further ahead in this whole thing of thought leadership. Because here's what is happening, and here's what I know to be true. Leadership, and the fact that we need leaders, guys, is a cold, hard fact right now. Our public institutions, our constructs, our politicians, our other, whatever, elected officials, call it what you want, but they're not providing the solutions. And there are gobs and mobs of people that are waiting. And you know who's going to do it? I think it's really it's the private sector, right? It's the yous and the me's that are actually going to stick around, figure out how to say it, figure out how to reach people, pull them out of where they're at. Because there's not, and unless we figure that out, unless we figure out how we can put you on that platform, then you can start to lead. How are we going to put you there so that everyone trusts what you say, believes you because it's true? And the third thing is, how are you going to believe it first? So a client said another thing this week. If you caught her interview with me, Teresa, she's like, it was like there was all this stuff on the table, all this leadership on the table. I was just leaving there, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I didn't know what she meant is she doesn't know whether to bring that into her next life, her next career, her big thought leadership platform that we're building for her. And it's like, you bring it all, because it's all worthy and it's all worth it. It's not all going to go on your resume, but it all needs to be factored in. So don't shelve your best stuff, the stuff that you've worked hard for. Because remember, once upon a time, guys, those used to be your dreams. Like, those used to be your goals. Like going for a degree in university or wherever, or building a business, that's a goal setting. And there were lessons learned along the way. There was sacrifice made. There was commitment given and investment. Maybe you're still paying that back. And that's fine, but yet another reason to get on the horn and help others along the way, right? So I'm not saying that has to be the thing you talk about. What I'm saying is your collective experience. Don't shelve your best stuff. Sometimes your best stuff is your smarts, the intellectual stuff, but sometimes the best stuff is the stuff you worked hard for and learned along the way, and you haven't been using it. You went through a lot to get it, or to have that experience. And it's, as we are saying, it's left on the table. So don't leave it on the table. Just see if there's a fit. And the second thing was interesting. Another client piped in this week and said, and said, with power comes confidence. I'm getting that wrong. It was my words and I'm like getting it wrong. Anyway, yeah, with clarity, thank you, brain, comes confidence. And it's so true. And it's what we teach, because we can give you the words, right? And with words comes power, right? I'm a huge, you've heard of foodies, like I'm a foodie too, but really in life, in my job, I'm a wordy. Like I geek out. I love it. I love constructing it. I love breaking it down, making it simple, blowing it up, getting to the real meaning of things with different uses of words. So I get words. And the thing is, the words will give you the power, right? Words have power. And the more you use that power, the confidence comes from that. And that's what she meant. So with that clarity of the language, with that clarity of the vision and the purpose, and, oh, I only have to stay in this lane? Really? I'm going to hit all my goals in this lane? But yet I'm using all these things along the way, but I can just stay here and really make an impact. Yeah, you can. And I know that it doesn't make sense for a lot of you now, because you've been putting stuff on the shelf for years, like way too long. And, you know, I'm bringing a group of people with me from now until the end of the year, and we're going to get there. And it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be like a sense of finality, like finally, so that they can step into 2021 and actually take action, right? Not sit around and wait. What's 2021 going to give me? The other thing is, remember, like in the description, there's people with their hands raised right now about who's going to get me out of this. Am I waiting? Are they waiting for a pill? Are they waiting for a social program? Are they hoping that your inspirational tweets and quotes on Facebook are going to get them out of their hell, or whatever you want to call it? Like, they're not. So that's the last point. I'm ranting now, but I had to say it because it came up too many times this week on calls to not mention it. And so I want to get you there. I want to shorten that learning code. And I got the book a call link there. So at the end of the day, guys, if you don't know, find out the answer. If it's sitting on a shelf and you don't know if it's worth anything or even worth bringing into the conversation, let's talk about it. It might be, it might not be. And then you can forget about it and move on to build something else, but at least you'll know. And that's what the call is there for. It's a free 45-minute call. Anyone new to the group, of course, this might be the first time you're hearing about it. Maybe if you've stuck around this long, I've been ranting for 8 minutes now. I'm thinking about you all. Yeah, so have a great day. Stay real. Keep it sweet. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care.